The era of big government is over.
The steps we're taking today will save the American taxpayers $9 billion.
At this point, we all know about DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, and it was so funny when they were hyping this up during the campaign trail. Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk were going to be like going to the government, seeing where all this wasteful spending is done. Like, this is something that I think most Americans are aligned on. Like, we want wasteful spending to be, we don't want our tax dollars going places they don't need to go. I think we would all agree on that. But Marjorie Taylor Greene, she shows a video that I don't even want to spoil for you guys because you guys need to stay tuned and watch this. That it's gonna be really hard for Democrats to kind of negate what she's saying, considering what she shows them to prove that it's necessary and why they have thought it's necessary in the past. So, but before we get into that video, I want to remind you guys to subscribe to Resist the Mainstream because it ensures YouTube you're enjoying these videos, and in turn, they will continually show up in your feed and they'll push it out to more people. I'm Titus. Let's get into this video.
Of the subcommittee on delivering on government efficiency will come to order. Welcome, everyone. Without objection, the chair may declare a recess at any time. I recognize myself for the purpose of making an opening statement. Good morning and welcome to today's hearing. I would like to begin by showing a video of what DOGE is all about.
We know and we have worked to give the American people a smaller, less bureaucratic government in Washington. And we have to give the American people one that lives within its means. The era of big government is over.
The steps we're taking today will save the American taxpayers $9 billion.
And ordered federal agencies to cut billions of dollars in administrative costs and to trim 100,000 federal positions by attrition.
This report tells us how to cut waste, cut red tape, streamline the bureaucracy, change procurement rules, change the personnel rules, and create a government that works better and costs less. We'll consolidate departments. We'll get rid of duplicate departments. We'll allow competition to bring about better service at lower cost. We can downsize government by 12%, reducing the bureaucracy by 252,000 positions.
Everyone knows that getting rid of the deficit will require some tough decisions. And that includes cutting back on billions of dollars in programs that a lot of people care about. But what should be easy is getting rid of the pointless waste and stupid spending that doesn't benefit anybody. You're paying for thousands of buildings all across the country no one uses. Now, the government hadn't been able to sell this building and others like it because of red tape.
We thought that it was entirely appropriate for our governments and our agencies to try to root out waste, large and small, in a systematic way. And in September, Joe convened the cabinet and has really pushed them hard in finding savings across all our agencies.
We need to step up our game. We need to go after every dime. We need to make government work for you. That's why, starting today, I've asked the Vice President to lead a renewed effort to hunt down misspent tax dollars in every agency and department of this government.
We're not just eliminating fraud and waste. We hope to be instilling an entire new culture that not only our administration, but every succeeding administration will in fact pursue. We're going to give you the government you expect and deserve.
That's the most coherent Joe Biden ever sounded. But can we just point out how, and this is not applicable to every single politician, of course, but I'm just generalizing them here. This just shows that some of y'all don't actually care, because this type of verbiage, this type of rhetoric, this type of message has been communicated by both sides of the aisle. Let's stop government. Let's stop wasting your tax dollars on stupid things. It's unnecessary things that that doesn't benefit anyone, as Obama was saying. And yet, when a specific administration that maybe a lot of politicians don't like or whatever wants to do the exact same thing that other people on their side of the aisle has promoted before, it's seen as so evil and violent. They're taking this away and they're taking that away. And obviously there's intricate details involved in all of what each side thinks should and shouldn't be taken away. But it's like we all have the same idea here that we are wasting money in areas. And let's just like work together like adults to figure out what. But it is interesting. It's interesting seeing all these Democrat politicians saying similar things that you hear this current administration saying in terms of like wasteful government spending on our dime. It's interesting. Let's see what else Marjorie Taylor Greene has to say.
Certainly wish that my Democrat colleagues felt the same as their former Democrat leaders felt and worked to try to reduce our deficit and reduce the size of our government. Unfortunately, these former Democrat leaders failed at what they were saying they were trying to do. But today's DOJ and DOJ subcommittee is actually delivering on those exact promises, and we are delivering the results. It's too bad that my Democrat colleagues constantly mock DOJ, attack DOJ, criticize DOJ, and criticize the hardworking people in DOJ. They also attack this committee and attack what we're all about. But that's today's Democrat Party. They're for big government, big spending, and doing nothing for the American people. They're America last. This subcommittee has highlighted where DOJ has staunched the flow of waste, fraud, and abuse in federal spending. DOJ drove the administration to turn off the spending faucet that was pouring out billions of dollars to corrupt anti-American NGOs, to illegal DEI programs, and to a vast array of wasteful, unnecessary federal grants, contracts, leases, and personnel. President Trump drove this massive effort by creating DOJ via executive order on Inauguration Day. He then issued a series of White House directives empowering DOJ teams to work with agency leaders government-wide in an unprecedented effort to root out wasteful spending using all means at their disposal. And that effort has borne fruit. The DOJ website identifies $180 billion in savings achieved in just a matter of months. We need to make sure we lock in those savings. It should be the first installment we pay on our nation's $37 trillion debt. We need to tackle that debt on behalf of our children and future generations. That's why Congress needs to act. DOJ has shown how our government can cost less and deliver more. It's shown how we can turn off the faucet. It's shown we don't need to spend all the dollars that Congress appropriated for this year. Congress can reverse that unnecessary spending by rescinding dollars it's appropriated. That's why the administration recently sent a $9 billion rescission request to Congress. By the way, you just saw Democrats on that video talking about saving $9 billion. Republicans just delivered on that.
Yeah, I mean, no one should be opposed to $180 billion. Fact check me, but if they did that, that's crazy work. $100 billion saved. This just shows, oh my gosh, where was that money going? And I know, this is our money. This is our money being wasted. They just use it willy-nilly however they choose to use it. That's not okay. That is not okay. And DOJ, yeah, like if that's what we're doing, like keep doing it, because I'm sick of that. I'm trying to have that money in my check. Let me keep my money. Stop trying to take it from me. I'm sick of this. But honestly, like if we're gonna have politicians that at a point in time have been united, regardless of like what side you're on, why are we not doing that now? I don't understand. Like Bill Clinton, I mean, he's considered a relatively good president to a lot of people, regardless of what side of the aisle you're on. But I don't understand how even Obama, obviously he flip-flopped from first term to second term anyway. Like this man's position on everything, he changed. I believe marriage should be between a man and a woman. He's the person that literally could legalize gay marriage. But anyways, outside of that, it's just like, this is why I can't trust any of these people, man. I think these people in these political positions, these positions of power, really need to prioritize how life is going to be better for us, and remember that you do work for us. And if $180 billion in savings has been brought to us through the DOJ initiative, we should really be grateful and honestly look forward to what they're going to do in the future. I appreciate that. I really like that. And I like that she used them as an example. Like, hey, this is what you guys used to believe. This is what you guys used to stand for. And this is what we're trying to do now. So let's work together on this. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to comment down your thoughts below. I want to know what you guys are thinking on this, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.